Hello children, welcome to our 8th English class. Children, in our previous class, I started the lesson called Sir C.V. Raman. Regarding C.V. Raman, we have seen how he was. He was in the sense, being a boyhood, he is in the boyhood, he was so much curious in the science. In the age of 10, he used to bring the books of college students, that to science book, and making reading of that books. Apart from that, you have seen, though he was a sickness, he had a bad health, but still he was able to get the first rank in the matriculation as well as the BA examination. And when his parents forced him to take a subject of a related history and economics, as per the wishes of his parents, he took up the BA. In that he got the first rank. Later on, you may also see that as per his wishes, he took physics as an MA subject. And there he secured first rank out of the subject. That was the uniqueness and achievement of C.V. Raman. And you may have also noticed that he was curious to study in studies, so that he wanted to go for higher studies on science, so that he wanted to go for United States, so that he can complete his higher studies on science. But due to his health or sickness, he was not able to go to United Kingdom, and again family members suggest him to take up a competitive examination. As per the wishes of the family member, he took up the competitive examination and he was appointed as a deputy accountant in the year 1907. There he was appointed as a deputy accountant. There the family member thought that the life of the C.V. Raman has been got settled. But remember children, he was not satisfied what he was doing, because his destination or the interest of the C.V. Raman was somewhere else. Where his intention was, or where his mindset was, he wanted to do something innovative in the field of science. But at the same time, being a general accountant, he was doing justification to the post he was appointed. Clear children? Then you may also notice that wherever he has seen the gathering of a scientist, they used to take up, or they used to attend the gathering of all the scientists. He never missed those situation. He used to attend all the gathering of a scientist. Then move on to the next point, that was page number 20, point number 5. In 1911, Raman was appointed as a Special Accountant General. Special Accountant General, Post and Telegraph in Calcutta. See children, if we are not sincere in our work, then we may not get any kind of promotion or any kind of the development in our work. Isn't it children? Here you may notice that he was appointed as a Special Accountant General, Post and Telegraph in Calcutta. See, he was very prompt and honest in the work, where he was appointed as a deputy accountant. So further he was recruited and he was promoted for the next, that was Special Accountant General, Post and Telegraph in Calcutta. He was given a promotion and he was transferred to Calcutta. But when he was offered the post of a professor at Calcutta University, he jumped at the offer and accepted the post gladly. So where he was appointed as a special accountant, then again he got the one more offer, that was as a post of a professor. Professor in the sense where you can share your knowledge, or where you can guide the people, or where you can teach. So he was very glad of that offer, so that what he has done, he resigned the special accountant post and he accepted the post called professor at Calcutta University. After working at Calcutta University for 15 years, he worked as a professor in Calcutta University for 15 years. He became the director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. Seeing the experience in one particular field for a 15 years, he got the promotion, that was as a director of Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. There he was again promoted as a director for Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. Then Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. So of the paragraph, there we have seen that was the dream of the Raman. Which is the dream, or which was the dream? That was Raman Institute. That work has been started on 1948. Then the work of the institution started on 1948. Then Raman resigned his post at Indian Institute of Science and he became the director of the research institute. So where he was appointed as a director in Bangalore as a head of the institution. That post also he resigned. Then he became the director of his own institution, which was started on 1948. Is it clear, children? First, he resigned the post of the special accountant and accepted the post of the professor in Calcutta University. There he worked for 15 years. Then again he was, after the 15 years, he was appointed as a director of a Science of Indian Institute of Technology in Bangalore. There he was working. Then on 1948 he started his own institution, that was Raman Institute. Which was started on 1948. For that sake, he resigned the director post in Bangalore and became the director of his own institution. Here he conducted his research in physics. Here he conducted the research in physics until his death. So, till his death, he became the director of his own research institution. There he continued his so many research work. Is it clear, children? I hope till here it was clear to you. Then, Raman was a great scientist. Throughout his life, he was intensively attached to the science. For the sake of the science, he gave up the highly paid the post of the Special Accountant General. Here notice, children, Kayakave Kailasa, why the title has been introduced in the beginning of the lesson? Because though he was getting high pay in the post of a special accountant, what he has done, he resigned that post and the work where he wanted to work or willingness of his work has been, when approached to him, he was move on to that. In the sense, suppose you think that if you are satisfied with the work where you are working and at the same time where you are getting a high pay, you are not able or you are not willing to go anywhere, you will be settled down in that particular work only. Isn't it, children? Because human being main intention what? Do work and get the high pay. When you are getting a high pay, whether there is a need to move anywhere, no, you will be settled to that particular work only till the retirement. But here notice that when Raman got the prestigious place as a special accountant, isn't it? That is a government paid post, and at the same time he was getting a honor from the government also. But still he resigned that post and went to the went to the field where he want to dedicate his thoughts and where he is willing to work. That is, in the sense, we should not always hesitate of doing the work. Whatever work may be, or it may be a hard or anything, we should show our interest in our work. Then only our work or the workship will be considered as a heaven. Correct? Isn't it, children? So, though he was getting a good pay to the post, he resigned and accepted the post of a professor. He would forget all about his food and rest while he was work at. So it says that when he was dedicated to work, he used to ignore his food and even the rest time. While he was at work and his wife had often to tell him that his breakfast or coffee was getting cold. One of his interview, his wife has mentioned that when her husband was dedicated to work, he used to ignore the food as well as the rest and food. The coffee which kept to him to drink, even that used to get cold. It means that he was so deeply involved in the work, so he cannot concentrate on the food which he has to take. Like all the great scientists, Raman had lot of curiosity. Earlier in his life, while on voyage to Europe, he saw the wonderful blue of Mediterranean Sea. It means that voyage in the sense journey. When he has took up journey to the Europe, he has observed that blue Mediterranean Sea. Blue Mediterranean Sea, it was the inspiration of the his work on the law of light scattering in liquid, and it ended in his discovery of Raman effect. See children, I have read in the introduction of the lesson that Raman was well known for the research, that was law of light scattering in liquid. He observed that on that Mediterranean Sea, how the sun rays has been passed, how the reflection goes on. So it made him to inspire, or it made him to innovate something new, so that the research there it has been started. The first research work of the Raman has been started. The law of light scattering in liquid. Light scattering in, you may know this very well when it comes to your science material. So light scattering in liquid, and the research continued till it ended the discovery of the Raman effect. So the first research was law of light scattering in liquid, and the research continued till the next research, that was Raman effect. So that was the end of his lifespan. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for these in 1930. This also I told he got Nobel Prize for these two research. One is law of light scattering in liquid, and the Raman effect started in the law of light, then it was ended in Raman effect on. So that he was awarded Nobel Prize in 1930. Raman was a cut. So till now it shows the research of the Raman, and it shows that how he was prompt in his work. So Raman was a kind man. He helped the people when they were in difficulty. When he was working as a Deputy Accountant General, that was the first post of the Raman, that was Deputy Accountant General. Deputy Accountant General, a villager went to him with some badly burned 100 rupees note. Any other person perhaps would have turned a villager away. But Raman took pity on the villager, examined the note himself, and allowed the villager to exchange the burnt note for a new one. What was the incident? When he was a Deputy Accountant General, one villager has came to him having very badly burnt note, 100 rupees note. 100 rupees note in the sense, during that time it was so precious in the sense it was so valuable, nearly worth of 1,000 rupees or more than 1,000 rupees. So villager in the sense it may be a farmer or any one person, one who was living in the particular village. He came to Raman office having that burnt note. Burnt in the sense it was badly burnt, only a specimen in the sense on the note the indication of the 100 rupees was only mentioned. He comes along with that burnt notes. If suppose any other was there in this Raman place, what they have done, they would send him back without giving a exchange of a new note. But Raman felt pity on that fellow, and he has given the new note in exchange of that burnt note. Is it clear, children? He gave the new note to the villager and made that person happy. So it shows that how the Raman was kind to the poor people. Once at the Raman Research Institute, a candidate was not given admission as he did not do well in his test. When his travelling allowance was paid, the candidate found that he had received more. He turned to the office to pay back the excess amount. Raman Institute, that was Raman Institute, his own institution, where one of the candidates has not given good in the entrance examination. Entrance examination is given for the sake of getting entered in the Raman institution for the higher studies. So here one incident is that the one of the fellow being who has not done good in the examination, for that sake he has not admitted in the institution, but that fellow has been noticed that the allowance in the sense from where you have came to Raman institution to write the entrance examination, that allowance or what the travelling cost is there, that will be paid to you as a condition of the Raman institution, or it may be a terms of the Raman condition. It means that if suppose you are going to write examination in the Raman institution, then the travelling allowance will be paid by the Raman institution as a term when that boy was paid the allowance, he noticed that that allowance is more than what it occurred. It may be 100 rupees of the allowance, but institution has paid 50 rupees or 20 rupees more. So what he has done, he returned to the institution and he has given the excess amount back to the institution. So observe here, the candidate was not. When the Raman came to know of this, he liked the candidate's honesty and admitted him to the institute. So, when Raman came to know that candidate, though he was not selected for the institute, but still he has returned to the institute and paid the excess money which he had received. So, Raman came to know about this incident. The candidate was not able to make out why he was admitted. When he had not done well in his test, it seems Raman told the candidate, I have admitted you to the institute because of your character. You are not very good at physics, but I can teach you. What Raman told to that boy was so surprised. Though he was not done very good in the entrance examination, but still he was appointed or he was selected for the institute, for the studies. He was surprised that how I was selected for the institute. Then Raman called him and told that, see, though you are not good in a examination or though you are not good in a physics, but I had selected for the good character or the good honesty which you adopted or which you have, so that I appointed to study in my institute. But you are very bad in a physics and I am sure that I can teach you and make you good in a physics. It shows that how he was generous to the people. Then, during his lifetime, Raman received a number of honors and medals. In 1929, he was knighted by the Knight George V and became Sir C.V. Raman. So, why he was called as a Sir C.V. Raman? Because in 1929, he was knighted by King George V. That is the award given to him, so that he will be called as a Sir C.V. Raman. It is not as a Sir or Mr. or Madam we call. It is the honor we give to him, and he was honored as a Sir. Clear, children? You underline that one, okay? Then, in 1929, he was knighted by the King George V and became Sir C.V. Raman. Till there you underline. A number of universities honored him with doctorate. He was a member of many international scientific organizations. In 1954, the Government of India awarded him Bharat Ratna. That was underlined, children. In 1954, the Government of India awarded him Bharat Ratna. In 1957, Soviet Union honored him awarding the National Lenin Prize. So, in 1959, the Soviet Union honored him awarding the International Lenin Prize. So, Russian government has awarded him as a International Lenin Prize. Who is this Lenin? Lenin is a reformer in Russia. Regarding the Lenin, in your 9th standard social, when you come to 9th standard, they will get to read, children. Lenin is a person who has done so much of the changes, who has brought so much of the changes in Russia. So, though the Raman was awarded as a Lenin Prize, International Lenin Prize was given, because here Raman was compared to the Lenin because how the Lenin has brought changes in Russia, here Raman has brought changes in science field. So he was compared to the person with the Lenin. So you children, what you have to do this point number 8 is very important. What are the award and honor received by C.V. Raman? It may come for your 1 mark question. So that entire part you have to underline and you have to read. Okay. Then Raman died on November 21st, 1970 at the age of 82. In his death, India lost one of her great son, and the world a great scientist. So, on November 21st, 1970, at the age of 82, Raman died, and it was a great loss to Indian science. not only Indian science, to the entire science field, as well as it was a great loss to the India also, because for losing such a great, humble and honest person. Children, I hope till now the lesson is clear. What you have to do is, in your notes I have provided for the first lesson notes I have provided, remaining I will send. Till then you have to read. While reading, if you get any answer for the question which was in your exercise, that in using a pencil, just mark and keep, need not to write in the notes until I send you notes, children, okay? Marking is only to improve your knowledge, right? So children, read the lesson and whatever doubt comes, you underline and keep, so that when you comes to me next time in the school, you can clear that doubt. Till then children, see you.